talk to police officers when they come to see if it was all right for, like to give someone a ticket when the bus driver said, come on through. We talk to parents. We talk to all people. But, because it's customer service, I made sure that I left something on the board when the drivers went out so they're carrying the most important things with people with mostly children. But this is not what I'm getting. And I wrote a letter. Didn't know where to send it to. I wrote it out. I tried to condense it. It was several times that I was sent to, I just found out the lead, and I just found out she was not a supervisor. But I'm listening to y'all bringing in new things. But I think they need to be, as I have been in customer service for 40 years, as I tell people, I'm being nice, just listen, because they're not going home with you. I learned that. I made a mistake in customer service. And when I hurt someone feeling, that bothered me, so I knew I had to excel myself from that, because I've been in 40 years. But sometimes it sounds like since I've been here, I came here in 14. Well, I had a Corvette. It seemed like they're talking from their house. Talking as though I'm at home, I can say what I want to say to you. Never says thank you. Never says good morning. I always text my thing, email my things, my schedules that I'm going to do. But all I'm saying is customer service is needed in transit, the dispatcher. I was rudely hung up on, and I was, maybe, and that's where I said it came from, just a concern, how they let this, but it went to an issue, then it escalated to a problem. When I had to de-escalate the concern and the issues, and it came into a problem, I had to hang up. I really love the drivers. They are really friendly to me. They're really friendly. They let us play on the bus. We don't just talk when someone else come on. We enjoy that. We enjoy the scenery we're going in. But the dispatch needs some help. They need some professional training. And it's all I'm going to say, because when I heard him say, that customer service, I almost shed a tear, because people do need this service. But it comes through, customer service comes through, that's the one that's going to send you dispatching. But they need some help. They really do. And I'm sorry to say it, but I just needed to say it.
Well, thank you very much for your feedback. I appreciate hearing it.
Thank you so much for listening.
Are we gonna make sure that we're addressing this, because customer service does matter, and dispatch often, well, the drivers, we think of them as our first line of customer service. Dispatch gets it a lot too. People call. I've called, and especially new people who've not taken the system often call before they even ride to get information. So it's important that be respectful and putting on the service that we expect.
And we have driver leads that can monitor that, that activity, so.
I'm sorry, Ken, what did you say?
We have driver lead persons that
Okay, lead person.
can monitor
And
dispatch
they're
activity.
checking with the dispatch, making sure that the
So
dispatch is doing better.
We'll step that up and make sure
Okay.
that, there is some monitoring of the activities of dispatch. Dispatch is a long and arduous day. It's very difficult, and many of the times I try to encourage them to get up and take a break away from the area, because I think it could get to a person after a while being in the same place and doing the same thing over and over again, and many a times we're starting to get to a situation where we have a lot of demand response
protocols, yes.
Yeah, are moving up through
Yes.
through the chain of command.
We have a protocol, and
Okay.
we do oftentimes involve the leads. The leads can take those calls and assist with that process, and then the supervisor. Again, we all have a number of tasks, and sometimes there's not somebody readily available at the time that there is a need, but usually if there is a request, we get back to you.
Okay, because it's important that people's calls are getting bumped up in the right order and getting escalated properly. Ms. Berry, do you have anything?
Yes, thank you.
Step up to the mic for me today.
Just really briefly, thank you. It's good to see everyone today. As you know, I'm working with Angie, Greg, and Ken on the Thriving Communities Program technical assistance. So we were very concerned that the federal funding would be delayed or paused. We were recently told that the program is fine and will be moving forward. And then we recently completed a draft ridership transit survey for Ken and Lori to review. And so hopefully we'll be getting out there pretty soon, getting on the buses and getting you all a transit survey done. So,
It's been a while since we did one, probably 10
yeah,
years,
absolutely.
is that
No,
right?
it was right at,
Couple of years.
yeah, it's been a couple of years. It was right at COVID.
Oh, you're right, we did do that right.
Yeah. So, and I'm hoping after